Hey y'all, welcome back to the Artsy Studio. We have already begun tracing the new designs. This is one of them. This is actually the Queen of Hearts card that I was talking about. I'll show you what the actual drawing looks like. I'm in love with it. I'm in love with it. So that is fully traced on there. And then this is the other design that I'm pretty excited about. It kind of looks basic. I'll show it to you here. Like I said, looks quite basic, but my idea is the darker greens I am going to tuft with my long pile, and then the lighter green is going to be with my regular like cut pile, and then the flowers are also going to be like regular length. Although, you know what, I just decided the flowers are also going to be tufted with my long pile so that they stick out. And my idea for this is that the green parts are going to be kind of like the dark green parts are going to be like a moss that's, you know, like higher. The light green, can I talk? The light green is going to be like a grass that's like lower. So the darker green is going to be like, you know, chunks of moss that are like higher up. And then the flowers are also going to be higher up and kind of like stick out. So it's going to be quite a 3D piece. I'm so excited for this like finished piece. I feel like the drawing is not doing the idea that I have in my head any kind of justice. We do still need to trace this one on, but first, really quick, I wanted to tell y'all that I have made an email list. I think that's what you call it. So you guys can subscribe to this email list. It's like completely free, and it's so that I can email you guys when I'm about to do like shop or drop art drops. What the hell? So the way I have it, the first one designed is that it's going to show you, it's basically going to be like first looks at everything. So I'm gonna, in the email there will be like pictures of each thing, and then it's also going to tell you the size of the item and the price. I just figured out, like setting it up this morning, I signed up my own email. I got the confirmation email. It seems to be working. The only thing I don't know is what it'll look like for y'all and if it's going to work. Yeah, I'm just asking for a little bit of slack just in case it doesn't work properly, like right away. But this is, in my mind, this is going to be really cool because I'll be able to like send y'all this email each drop, so that you guys that are like really interested and want to be like reminded and want to know the prices beforehand, the sizes beforehand, can get all that information before the drop, so that when drop happens, you guys could be prepared if that's what you decide to do. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna have a link down in the description. When you click the link, it's just gonna come up with my cute tufting background, and you can slap your email. I think that's what I wrote in there, and then it'll subscribe to you, and then it will email you and want you to confirm that you want to subscribe to this email list. I have it that way for a reason. It recommended it. I was like, you know what, that's a good idea. So yeah, putting in your email won't just subscribe you to it. It'll send you the confirmation email that you will need to confirm, and then you will be officially subscribed to the Artsy email list if you're interested in that sort of thing. Moving on to my other bit of like an update, or more, it's rather a question. I was looking at Google Forms, which seems to be what most tufters use for y'all to submit commission forms. So if you wanted to get something custom made by me, then you could fill out this form, and it seems like everybody uses and makes their forms through Google Forms. If I use my own email address, it is $10 a month. So I'm just trying to like gauge how many of y'all would be interested in that sort of thing. Without going through like all of the sort of details of that kind of thing, raise your hand if you would be interested in that. If you would be interested in getting something custom. I am wanting to not do anything copywritten, as, I mean, you guys have seen, I've done copywritten stuff before, but since I think we had this like conversation some months ago. This is not against anybody that does do any kind of work that is of copywritten stuff. This is only pertaining to me and myself. But I am not looking to do anything copywritten. So like anything from movies or TV shows or anything like that, unfortunately. I would love to, but I don't really want Disney to come after me. I don't really want any of these brands to come after me. Plus, I just feel like it's even more of a custom piece if y'all tell me like, I want a giraffe rug for my kid. Or I want a space. My zodiac sign is Capricorn. I would love a Capricorn rug for me to, I will fully design it for you. And then you know, obviously you can make some changes if you'd like. Anyway, I said I wasn't going to get into the details of it. Just raise your hand in the comments if you possibly would be interested in that, and I'll gauge whether I want to pay $10 a month for forms. Okay, let's get into the stuff. It's so smart for me to start these videos talking, because I feel like most people are like, shut up, and then they click away. Bad thing is that I have 2 windows in here, so it does make it really difficult for me to trace, because I can't, it's a little too bright in here. But am I really complaining about that? No. Hey y'all, it's the next day and I have a new design to show you that I came up with yesterday. So with the top 2 designs on there, I was like, oh, we're going for another like runner rug. It's just like the perfect amount of space down there to do a runner rug. And if you didn't know, I've done runner rugs before. I've done these 2. Well, they're kind of the same design, but different colors. This one is so cute. Are they cherries? Are they cherry tomatoes? Or are they shiny gumballs with leaves? I mean, you can look at it however you want to, but it is so cute. I have the background as like a purpley pink, but I'm kind of hoping to be able to use like some of the way too much pink that I have as the background color. So the background color may change depending on what I have. It's so like happy, adorable, cute, like summery. That's where my mind is right now. I'm just like, I'm ready for spring and summer. So we are going to trace this design onto my frame, and then I have to dig out my, I swear I've seen it already. I don't see it right now. I need to find my square to do my tufted squares to fill in like some empty space. Alright, I couldn't find my original square, so I just made a new one. If you don't know what these are about, at some point somebody commented and suggested that I could do... Did you suggest the squares? I think they did. They suggested like the entire idea of doing tufted squares, like all different colors with like scrap yarn. And then eventually, we have a few squares at this point, but eventually we can take these squares and make them into one big rug with all these different colored squares. And I'm so excited to get to that point. I feel like it's going to take a while, but when we do get there, it's going to be kind of epic. And it's nice because it like fills in, you know, that like small empty space that I have no idea what I could put there because it's such a small space. So like fills it up, and you know, then it's not wasted. I want to film a couple of them so that eventually when we do make this into a rug, I can like make it into a video, a post or something. I think we're gonna get quite a few squares out of this frame. Okay, I think the frame has plenty of squares. Look at all those squares. That's just so satisfying to see the frame so filled in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I count that right? Yes, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And so far, oh my God, we have all of these, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. My voice just cracked very badly. Moving swiftly on. I think it just cracked a little bit again. Am I right? After all this, we're gonna have 20 squares. That's exciting. All right, it's a little bit later. I updated a couple of things on the listings for the drop. What did I do? Oh, I added Spain, Italy, Germany, and Greece. I'm doing my best with the shipping. I hope y'all know that. I hope that that's quite obvious with how often I talk about it and how often I ask for y'all's advice. I'm gonna try to not talk about shipping for a while. I just feel like it's just this ongoing thing for me. You can't even see what I'm doing. You're just hearing noises. I am setting up my table, my extra table, because I want to start stamping the paper. So what? What am I trying to say? So many of y'all are saying that you're excited for this drop, and it's making me very excited because I actually am quite nervous. I mean, you'll know that I'm nervous for every drop, but I don't know. I feel like so much has happened since I started making these things, and now I feel like, I was worried that, I don't know, like y'all have seen too much of these pieces and be like, I don't care. That doesn't sound like you. It's a me problem. It's not a you problem, obviously. All right, scratch everything that I was setting up to do. I ran out of paper, and I had to clean all those stamp things. Oh, and then I was gonna like start tufting, but I have these like foam square things on the floor that are like under my tufting. I just don't want like the cinder blocks and like the wood to just be like sitting and scratching up the floor. So I have these foam things under, and I don't have enough of them. So I honestly want to get like a whole bunch more to like make sure that the entire, oh, welcome! Welcome! Wow! You opened the door wide open. Good job! You like bursted through the door. Anyway, I want to get a few more of these foam things to make sure that my tufting frame is completely under these, and I won't have to worry about it ever again. We're not doing the stamping today, and we're not tufting today, so I'm gonna work on doing these crocheted things. I have this. Where's my other one? Oh yeah, and look how cute. They're everything. They're so freaking cute. These are little crocheted wisteria. And if you didn't catch it, I mentioned the other day in a different video, previous video, that I want to make a few sets of those crocheted flower lights that I did a video of like last winter. Here's what they looked like once again. I think I showed it in a recent video, but so I'm making a whole bunch of these tiny flowers as well. So here's one of them. So these are flowers that go around the lights because there's a little hole right in the center, so you can put like little LED bulb like right through it. And then I have some, you can see the hole better in this one because it's a little bit looser, but I have some in this purple color. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a few sets because these take me a while. They're not gonna be as long as like the string of lights isn't gonna be as long as mine, but I think this is gonna be like really cute. How should I set you up? I feel like it would be cute if we were sitting in pink chair and crocheting, because like I have my bird of paradise over there as well. It's quite the adorable corner, and then my painting, but it's like kind of rainy and dark. It's like the first time I've had to plug in a light in here. Meow? What's going on? Oh my goodness, you're dusty. You're so dusty. Wow. Wow. You my baby? Oh my goodness. Maybe we will try the pink chair. Let's just see. Hey y'all, it's the next day. Crocheting in that pink chair in the corner. Very cute. Very cozy. I feel like we should dub that the crochet corner because that's what it was meant for. Anyway, normally I don't drag the videos on past like 2 days. Usually I just film for 2 days and then upload. But I wanted to show you that I brought in the Cindy's. Cinder blocks are on the tufting frame, and I got the rest of these pink squares to complete the entire setup. So the squares are like completely under like the entire tufting frame. So it's like 8 of them? Yeah. 4 on each side. So 8 squares, and it's completely under my entire tufting frame. And just in case any of y'all are, also live in an apartment and need these for not just tufting, but for anything, just to like protect a floor or something, I got these at Five Below. They're $5 each, which I feel like isn't bad. They're like the workout mats. They're pretty thick, so I feel like this is good. I'm so happy that I discovered these because I was kind of worried, about, not that the cinder blocks like move because they're so heavy. That's like the whole point of having them on the tufting frame, is when you're pushing on the frame so your frame doesn't like move with you. It kind of like stays because it like weighs your tufting frame down. But I don't know, I was just worried, like, what if they scratch the floor somehow, some magical way, or the wood, like, the foot of my tufting frame on the floor. I just didn't want it to like scratch, and it totally would have. It totally would have. So this is fantastic. I'm very pleased with this. Now, the next solution that I need to come up with is like an odorless glue, which All Things Effie has just been posting about one, which I feel like is kind of like the universe being like, this is it. Here you go. Here is the solution to your problem. I think they're working on it now, and they're trying to like list it for the New Zealand website. So it might take a while for it to get here, but we have all of these to get through. So I feel like the moment that they list it, I'ma snag it, and then by the time it gets here, we'll be ready for it. And I'll be able to tell y'all how great it is, hopefully. I did want to get a little tufting into this video so that I can say, oh, first tufting in the new studio. I'm just so eager to get tufting. Actually, how much are GoPros? $400 GoPros. At least like the newer one, I guess. But how cool would it be if you guys were like strapped to my head and you could see like exactly what I'm working on, you know what I'm saying? In the future, okay? We're gonna work towards it. That's our new goal. I haven't had like a super expensive goal in kind of a while. Our first little tufted something. It's a tiny little flower. I thought it was hilarious how it just looks like a big puff ball on the other side. The green around it is obviously gonna help it form. Anyway, my tufting machine is quite loud and echoey in here. So I did put up like some sound panels. They're kind of like the cheapy foam ones. They're not very thick. And I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to get something to like put on the ceiling. We have like kind of high ceilings here, so I don't know. Sound definitely echoes. Like my voice echoes. Anyway, I wanted sound panels anyway for like audio purposes, like for when I talk to y'all, so that it doesn't echo. I just think that I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to panel like this entire room. It was kind of loud. Sean was like, oh, it's not so bad. I heard it in the other room. And he sent me a video. A little bit loud. A little bit loud. Especially for like neighbors that might not know what it is. It's like, oh my god, what is that sound? And it's such a like kind of sound. That was long pile. Which long pile is loud. Louder than the regular one, but still. I'm a little worried, and I feel like I need to find something fast. Anyway, I think I'm going to end this video here. I'm hoping to get this up same day. Oh, don't forget to sign up for the email list if you want to. Once I have some people hopefully signed up, I will send out the email that I made of like all the like first looks and stuff. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. You can follow me in all of these places. It is usually at Artsymadwoman, besides Twitch and Tumblr, which is the Artsymadwoman. Make sure you give this video a like. Leave me a comment down below. It really helps out my channel. I love y'all to absolute death. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.